I'm Tom McLean, a multimedia journalist, and welcome to my video reel. What makes a good multimedia journalist? Creative writing, captivating footage, and of course, the rule of three. I have the ability to film, edit, and write my own pieces. On this reel, you'll find a live shot in 3 packages. If you like what you see, feel free to contact me with the information you see on the screen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my reel. Thank you for watching. Yes, the economy is improving, but with that improvement, we have seen a rise in tuition. Here in Iowa, we have about a 5% rise in tuition, which is just under the national average, about 5.5% or $1,000. President Obama realizes this and gave a speech earlier this month on how to reverse that trend. His first point was that students should expand financial aid while providing assistance to those schools that hold tuition down and actually cutting financial aid to those schools that don't. The president was quoted as saying, "We are putting colleges on notice." His second point to that was he wants to have a $55 million competition to spur new ideas on how to keep tuition down. His final point to that plan was that he wants to keep interest rates low on student loans, which will help students in the long run. Now, the president warned that if we do not get this under control, that it might be too late. Reporting from the University of Iowa, Tom McLean. As spring approaches at the University of Iowa, the ice, the winds, and the snowfall of the last few months are finally over. This winter was considered a light one by many students compared to winters past. The graveyard for plows lies at the Streets Department of Iowa City. But where does the money come from to plow those streets?
We just have a general fund, and road use tax pays the majority of our expenditures. And so we use from that, and then if it's an extreme winter, then it is taken out of the general fund.
The budget is made up of 3 parts: salaries, the salt mix, and the cost of equipment. The salt mix is kept in a barn year-round to preserve its effectiveness. This winter saw a decrease in the use of that salt, cutting the budget in half. With Iowa City having such a light winter, where did all the money that was intended for snow removal go?
Towards the construction season. There should be more money available for various construction activities in the summer.
Some of those efforts will be directed towards streets that have potholes and other damages. As the Streets Department shift gears towards the spring and summer months of the year, they'll be shifting towards more than just road construction.
All right, street sweeping. So we're getting the debris, making that initial pass to get in whatever abrasives are left on the street and winter debris.
Even though this year's winter was an easy one, the Streets Department will be ready for next year's big snowstorm. Tom McLean, Daily Iowan TV. 4:30 in the morning is a time for most people to be fast asleep, resting, recovering, and dreaming. This is not the case, though, for the graduate assistants at Iowa football. But what does being a graduate assistant mean?
You have to be able to give information in the press box during a game to your coordinator who's trying to call plays, and you also have to fill the fridge.
With such a wide variety of tasks asked of graduate assistants, or GAs as they're more commonly known, they must be ready to handle anything that is thrown at them. Each morning starts with simple tasks, but these tasks play an important role in allowing the program to run smoothly and effectively. The Iowa graduate assistants are really the glue that hold the program together. But when do they find the time to get their schoolwork done?
We work 12-hour days. Our schoolwork is done beforehand, at 5 in the morning, or it's done afterward at 11 at night.
The program is designed to take 3 years, with each assistant taking an average of 3 classes a semester. To a full-time student, this may not seem like a lot, but with a 12-hour workday, there is not much time for sleep.
It's hard to gauge how many hours you get. Really, I look at it from the standpoint that if I can be in bed by midnight and up by 4:30, there's 4.5 hours of solid sleep that I can have.
As alarm clocks begin to ring for most University of Iowa students, these two are already halfway through their workday. Tom McLean, Daily Iowan TV. There are many ways to deliver a message: through speeches, through signs, and of course, through artwork. Though this last way may be a little more subtle than others, is an effective way to deliver a message. But this is no ordinary artwork. This is a style called printmaking, but not many people know what printmaking is.
Printmaking refers to imagery that is drawn or created on a matrix such as a wood block or a metal plate, and then inked and printed with pressure either by hand or through a press.
There are many different colors and images used throughout the collection, but there's one theme that remains the same.
I began to see the crane as an archetype for these environmental issues and the idea of the need to take care of the habitats of other creatures. And just as the crane has a real powerful presence in mythology because it's this really large and elegant and impressive looking creature, it's also the kind of creature that, for the same reason, can be a messenger for environmental issues.
That message being 14 of 16 species of cranes are endangered, and without our help there may not be cranes to draw anymore. As more people view the collection, the more people will become aware. Tom McLean, Daily Iowa TV.